Well, let's now welcome you to a news conference that's about to be addressed by the Elections Coordinating Committee here in Monrovia. So let's now go to our staff law to read on behalf of the ECC.
The Elections Coordinating Committee, the ECC, strongly opposes the nomination of Councillor Nibusi Nwambuti as the new chairperson of the National Elections Commission, replacing Councillor Jeru Kokoya, and calls on the President to withdraw the nomination and the Senate not to confirm him if the withdrawal is not hitherto. Not everything that is legal is expedient. If he is successful in serving as the chairperson for NEC, he could sit as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court bench because there is no law that would prohibit it. Within a year, Councillor Nwambuti has been appointed to two other important government institutions, namely the Governance Commission and the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, (ECC), and now nominated to head the NEC. These previous appointments are a clear demonstration that Councillor Nwambuti had very close ties to the President. This also raises questions about his neutrality and independence to serve as the chair of the agency responsible to manage elections in Liberia. The election management body cannot be seen as representing the interests of any particular political party. Elections are about people, and the public needs to have trust in the election management body, which is a fundamental requirement for the peaceful outcomes of election processes. Liberians should not forget that the rigged election of 1985 by Samuel Doe planted the seed for the 1989 civil conflict. While it is true that Councillor Nwambuti is a naturalized citizen of Liberia, he is firstly a Nigerian citizen, and this questions his loyalty to Liberia, and therefore is not a suitable candidate to lead and manage the sensitive state institution like the NEC. Article 52A of the Liberian Constitution states that no person shall be eligible to hold the office of the President or Vice President unless that person is a natural-born Liberian citizen and of not less than 35 years of age. As a naturalized citizen, it is not morally prudent for him to preside over a commission that manages elections that determine who our President and other public leaders will become. The ECC also opposes the confirmation of Mr. Floyd Sion as a member of the Board of Commissioners and calls on the NEC to also reject his nomination. It can be recorded that Mr. Sion played a controversial role in the recently conducted by-election in District Number 15, Montserrat County, that led the NEC to order a rerun at several polling precincts. At the same time, the ECC has observed that the appointment of the new batch of commissioners lacked broad-based consultation with political parties and civil society organizations. While it is true that the President has the constitutional power to appoint commissioners at the election management body, those on the commission should reflect the country's political diversity and interests. Elections can make and break emerging democracies like ours, and sometimes they contribute to violent conflicts. Our peace is fragile, and we must protect our growing democracy by making the right decisions, particularly when it comes to the nomination and appointment of individuals to manage and supervise the conduct of elections in Liberia. Thank you very much. Questions?
just wanted to ask, the recent nominee to occupy the position of Election Commissioner of Liberia was previously nominated by the President and confirmed as executive president for the Nebraska Corruption Commission. And we didn't hear civil society groups like you come up to such a statement to announce his nomination. How is his nomination or appointment to the position of the NEC so different from that of the National Elections Commission, for which now you're calling on the president to withdraw the nomination or now asking the Senate to reject him if he were to receive a confirmation? What's the difference?
The ECC is a coalition of civil society that speaks on election matters. And we assume at the time he was nominated for the position of chair of LECC. There should have been almost civil society working on transparency and accountability issues unspoken. However, the NEC cannot be compared to the LECC. Of the three autonomous public institutions guaranteed by constitutional provision, NEC is one of those institutions. And because the elections decide the future of any country, it is not prudent, it is not morally acceptable for a naturalized person with double allegiance to preside over our country's election management body. This is a serious matter, and it can plant the seed for conflict.
Yeah. My name is Brian. I'm concerned, how do you respond to opponents in the public that they say that you are trying to be very, very previous and discriminatory against a Liberian who has a constitutional backing?
I don't understand what you mean by Liberian constitution.
I mean, that is a council of the new NEC, who is currently one of the saying a natural Liberian, but the constitution gives me the right to reside, and somebody will say you are just trying to be discriminatory against.
No, we say he's a naturalized citizen, meaning before he became naturalized, he already had an original citizenship. And that citizenship is being a Nigerian. And therefore, it poses a conflict of interest, a question of royalty. Tomorrow, if something goes bad in our election, we can jump in the plane and go back to Nigeria. This issue that we're talking about, it poses the question of royalty. And we don't see that anywhere else in the region. So we shouldn't set this kind of general precedent for appointing naturalized person to supervise our elections. This country is still fragile, our democracy is fragile. We need to collectively protect our democracy and not try to undermine it with this kind of wrongful appointment.
My name is Emmanuel Davis. I come from KMTV. Were you to state a particular or a specific provision in the Constitution of Liberia that backs your argument, specifically pointing to nominations at the National Elections Commission, what would you say? What is that constitutional backing?
The nomination of those that serve on the NEC is not constitutional. All nomination process emanate from the new elections law. The law does not say naturalized citizen. The law says he or she shall be a Liberian citizen. And in my view, the framers of this law at the time they didn't have the intent that will reach this far for a naturalized citizen to preside over election management. I don't think the framers of the new elections law perceive that.
Yes, my name is Gerald. Since the president has the sole right of the opponent and the chairman designate has defended that he's a Liberian citizen, if this appointment go through is confirmed, why would be the ECC stance?
Well, we have called on the president in the interest of maintaining the peace to withdraw his mayor's nomination. The president does not heed to our call. We are calling on all senators to rise beyond the party interest and become more nationalistic and seek the interest of this country by rejecting Councillor Nwabuki. If they go ahead and do it as they did in 2014 when we opposed Kokoya, history will have to judge them.
Yes, sir. My name is Joshua, and I work for ECOWAS.
said that there is no constitutional backing to support the fact that Councillor Lucy Nobike shouldn't be chairman of the National Elections Commission. But you continue to want to feel that it becomes an issue of conflict of interest when he's there at the National Elections Commission. Wouldn't people think that in the first place you try to be discriminatory, and then two, you're trying to judge the fact that people who naturalize in Liberia, who in vote, swear declining their previous nationality and taking on the Liberian nationality?
I don't know where he denounces Liberian and his Nigerian citizenship unless we prove that we can never reasonable doubt. But what I do know that not everything that is legal is expedient. So we continue to see here the appointment of a naturalized citizen does not breach any law in the new elections law, but it is not expedient. At this point in our country's history, we cannot accept the trend in which this electoral process is headed. The president cannot tell Liberians that we are now having a deficit of competent and qualified Liberians other than Councillor Mandiki. That's tend to be corrected. There are other competent Liberians here. This man has been shifted from 3 different positions within the space of 1 year. What does that tell Liberian people? You go and judge that.
Okay, my name is William. My question is directed to the issue of commissioner designate fraud sign. You spoke about being involved in the controversial mention. One would like to know what are some of the issues, because just saying this may should be confirmed because it was involved in controversial issue. What are some of the controversial issues?
We just spoke, said during the just ended by elections, he was one of those who as a witness in the witness stand, and his actions were questionable. And as the head of the data center, some of the results were declared null and void by the very day. And those centers were ordered for voting to take place proper. So that place is in question as well. Because election is about public trust in the system. And if we try to undermine the citizen trust in the electoral process, we're looking for trouble on ourselves.
Were you able to get anything? But during that process, we heard that it was somehow linked to the current ruling policy. Do you have any clue as to what
I will not place that burden on you. You as a watchdog, I will place that responsibility on you to do a further investigation on that matter. Thank you.
On the instance in that I had to report for it, your call to the Senate to reject the nominated NEC chairperson. If he should be confirmed by the Senate, do you see the lack of transparency in the coming election?
I can judge about the transparency for any future elections. We're just trying to point out indicators that are very associated with other elections across Africa. So if the process is not seen as being participatory, as being inclusive, then it creates doubt, it creates cloud on the independence and neutrality of those who serve on it.
So then what's the fear?
Our fear is that if citizens don't have trust in the election management body, there's some risks for violent conflict, particularly in the segments of electoral results. You can see history in Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and many other countries. We don't want to head that path.
Just one final question from the president. Since you are the electoral watchdog group, I just thought to bring this to your attention and see what you've been able to do about that. Dating back in 2017, when the Liberty Party, the Bromsky Harrison County NEC case, the Supreme Court mandated the NEC, they actually found that there was inconsistency in the voter registration rule from NEC, and then with that, they mandated the Elections Commission, and even ordered the commission to go and clean that list. Now, the man who presided over the formation of that list now is the appointed commissioner. I mean, does your call for him to be rejected also fall in line with that, or what are you doing to ensure that they get passed by that order that was given them by the Supreme Court?
Election are a series of processes. So we're trying to deal with this one. And when this is done with, the issue of the voter roll will be another subject matter. And we'll duly inform the public on our position on that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, Oscar Blow, addressing a news conference there. He comes from the Elections Coordinating Committee. Thanks for joining us.
Y'all got email addresses?